Alan, it's a pleasure to be here with you this morning for this particular purpose, because this purpose is to show many people the Nevada collection of pottery that I've accumulated over a number of years. This is a collection I've been putting together for probably the last 20 years. It may not look that way because it's not that large, but yet very significant, because there's some pieces in here that are extremely rare. For an example, this pottery piece right here that I'm pointing to is the only one known, and it came out of Virginia City. It was made in a Virginia City pottery in 1863. That's 1 year before statehood. And it does have the NT on it, which means Nevada Territory. There are several other pieces in the collection that are one of a kind. The jug from Goldfield, that's the only one known. And that dates to about 1905, 1910, somewhere in that area. The Marcotti liquor jug from Ely, that's one where there are several known, but the story is that when they discovered a large cache of those, they went ahead and had them broken. They were all broken except for 1 or 2 pieces. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to acquire the one piece. Well, we have a very interesting bottle here. It's a rare bottle. It's the only one known, and it's embossed Nevada short line, and it's Rochester, Nevada, and it's dated Christmas 1914. And I have to presume that it was a piece that was given away by company officials to some of their key employees. But as far as I know, it's the only one that is in existence. And it's very unusual because it has the ceramic top that goes with it, with the same embossing, same embossing on it as there is on the face here. So it's exactly identical. Nice piece. And then if we talk about some of the calendar plates from Nevada are quite rare. I have them from a number of communities within the state of Nevada. For instance, this one right here is from Tonopah, and it's dated 1915. Most of them are going to range from about 1909 to 1918. That's about the period that they were utilized. This was the first one I ever obtained right here. This one is compliments of the First National Bank, Winnemucca, Nevada. We solicit your business. And that's a 1909 plate. I've not seen any earlier than 1909. Then we've got the 1913 from Reno. Then we have a 1916 from Goldfield. That's unusual because Goldfield just didn't have that number of businesses that utilize this as a means of advertising. And this was one of the last ones I've obtained, and I like it because of the animals, the deer that are on it. But it's a 1918 out of Reno. Then if we look at several that are on the other side over here. Well, Alan, this here is a soup tureen, and it's embossed Reno Grill out of Reno, Nevada. An unusual piece. I've never seen another one, but I like it. And then if we look at some of the plates, this plate's interesting because when I obtained this, I actually got it from an older lady up in the northern part of the state of Nevada that lived in a small community. And she had invited me to her home, and this was hanging on her wall. And I asked her if she really had an interest in that, because I certainly did. And she said, "No, would you like to have it?" I said, "Well, I won't take it." I said, "I'll pay you for it if I can buy it." And she says, "Yes, you can buy it." So I said, what do you want for it?" And she said, "Oh my gosh," she said, "if you could just give me $50, I'd be very appreciative." And so I gladly gave her the $50. And these ladder tube that are back in the background there, those I obtained at the Reno show this last go-around. So I appreciate the pottery, and there's a lot of history associated with it, and people find it to be quite interesting.